Breaking news, these are the latest official numbers out of Victoria for COVID-19. The state has recorded 19 new deaths, so equalling yesterday's new record for a daily death total. Another 331 new cases. That number will have some encouragement for authorities. It's only a few more than yesterday. This will feed into hope that perhaps this is at least plateauing for the moment and perhaps even going down. So here you can see the numbers here. This is the curve in Victoria. Since that record of 725, quite a big drop the next day. And from that point on, we haven't had anything even approaching 725. Indeed, so the last 3 days, all in the 300s. And today's figure very similar to yesterday. So this is the hope that this is the flattening of the curve and perhaps even beginning to come down. This has been a hope before, so not getting ahead of ourselves, but this is an encouraging figure, albeit in the context of a pretty big figure. Daniel Andrews is going to hold a news conference later today. We'll bring that to you live and in full. Of course, plenty of questions remain over the handling of the crisis itself, the failings of the bungled hotel quarantine program and the aged care sector we put under the spotlight today as both state and federal governments come under fire. Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews, he's been grilled by a parliamentary committee today. That's a state committee. Hotel quarantine tipped to be on the agenda. Look, we'll just take you there for a few moments now.
Different cohorts, new and different communities, different family structures, different backgrounds sometimes, for instance, where language can sometimes be an issue. This is something that is a great challenge for communities and economies and health systems right across the world. If we go to the next slide, this just gives you a sense of the last month or so, just a little bit longer. Obviously, in July, we started to see case numbers increase. This provides you with some rolling averages across those intervals. And it also gives you a sense of when different measures were put in place based on public health advice. So whether that's the stage 3 restrictions in those 10 northern and western metropolitan postcodes, so those two corridors.
Keep watching that if you want. That is Daniel Andrews speaking at the moment. 6:04, the COVID-19 channel. So this is a committee at a state level that's looking into COVID-19. It's the Public Accounts and Estimates Committee, but it is entirely focused on COVID-19. Daniel Andrews speaking right now. As I said, it's live on channel 604. We'll come back and bring you some of the more interesting parts as that morning progresses. And also be hearing from the Health Minister, Jenny Mikakos, later on today, and Professor Brett Sutton, the Chief Health Officer. So an interesting day today in Victorian politics as they have the opportunity there, including, of course, opposition MPs to grill Daniel Andrews over his handling of COVID-19.